What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking for my top 10 favorite movies of 2017. So this is part of a series I'm doing where I rank my 10 favorite movies of each year since I was born. And this week I'm doing the top 10 movies of 2017. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get going. Coming in at number 10 is Cars 3. This is easily my favorite movie in the Cars trilogy. I just love the story of Lightning McQueen having to go to rehab and rebuild his strength after a car crash and stuff, and him kind of having to go through what Doc went through in Cars 1 and stuff and everything. I love Lightning McQueen's journey throughout the movie. I think Cruz Ramirez is a really likable new side character and everything, and it's just a really good ending to the Cars trilogy, and really and truly is probably my favorite movie out of the trilogy. It's just a really, really good time and everything. So Cars 3 is number 10, and number 9 is Daddy's Home 2. I absolutely love this movie. It is even funnier than the first movie. It's got a lot of really great laugh out loud moments. The new supporting cast with Mel Gibson and John Lithgow are just really, really great. They really bring a lot of heart and humor to the movie and everything. And John Cena is a welcome addition too. I love just love these group of characters and everything, and it was so much fun to watch them get into all kinds of crazy situations and stuff, and I really enjoyed this one. I think this is a pretty underrated sequel, and it's a pretty good movie. So Daddy's Home 2 is number 9, and number 8 is Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. I think it's a good sequel to Jumanji. It's one of those movies that when it first came out, I didn't really want to see it. I didn't want any kind of continuation or reboot of Jumanji without Robin Williams and stuff, but as time went on and stuff, and I had seen the trailers and everything, I was like, you know what, I might as well go ahead and give it a shot. And I ended up watching it to review it, and I actually love this movie. It is a ton of fun. It has a lot of heart and humor in it, and some really good action sequences and everything. Great cast with The Rock and Kevin Hart and Karen Gillan and Jack Black. They were all really great in their roles and everything, especially Jack Black. He was just absolutely hilarious in this movie, but this is a really, really fun time, and it's a really good movie. So Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle is number 8, and number 7 is Baywatch. This is another movie with The Rock that I absolutely just have a ton of fun with. I've always enjoyed this movie when it came out. I feel like 2017 wasn't like one of the strongest years for movies, so that's why a movie like this is making the list. It might not have made it in other years and everything, but I just had a lot of fun with this movie. It's a really entertaining movie. I'm not really familiar with the show or anything. I'm not like a Baywatch fanatic or anything like that, but I love the movie. I think that I would have loved the movie even more if I had seen the show, because I know there are a lot of references to it. But for what it is, it's a really good time. Zac Efron and The Rock are just hilarious together, and I would love to see them work together again and everything. But I love this movie. So Baywatch is number 7, and number 6 is It. This is a really good Stephen King movie. This is one of my favorite Stephen King movies, actually. I absolutely love this movie. The story is great, the characters are awesome and everything. All the Loser Club characters are really likable. All the kid actors do a really excellent job playing the characters. Bill Skarsgård is pretty good as Pennywise and everything. He's definitely not as good as Tim Curry for sure, but he does a good enough job and everything, and it's got some pretty cool moments throughout the movie, really creepy moments and everything, but it's just a really good movie and everything. It relies a little bit too heavily on jump scares, or it might have been a little bit higher, but aside from that, I don't really have complaints with this movie. I really enjoy this one quite a bit. So It is number 6, and number 5 is Coco. This is a really good Pixar movie. I've always really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. I love the character of Miguel. He's a really likable lead character, and him going into the afterlife is a lot of fun. They did a really great job with that, and I just really enjoy this movie. The animation is gorgeous and everything. It's really nice to look at and everything, and it's got some really good music and heartfelt moments in there as well. And there were some moments in there that are just kind of heartbreaking and sad to watch, but they do a good job at pulling at the heartstrings with this movie. So Coco is number 5, and number 4 is The Greatest Showman. I absolutely love this movie. It is a blast from start to finish. It's got some excellent songs in here. I love all the music in this movie and everything, especially This Is Me and Rewrite the Stars. Those are probably my favorite songs, but I also like The Greatest Show, From Now On, Never Enough. They're just, all the songs in this movie are just really good. It's full of bops and everything, and it's just a really entertaining movie, and it's full of energy and stuff. Hugh Jackman gives a really energetic and fun performance and stuff, and then you got a great supporting cast with Zac Efron, Zendaya, Michelle Williams, and just to name a few. They're all really good in here, and it's just a really, really good time and everything. It's definitely probably not historically accurate, but it's still a really good time and a good movie. So The Greatest Showman is number 4, and number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming. I absolutely love this movie. It was a very welcome addition to the MCU, and it was awesome getting to see Tom Holland in his first adventure as this character and everything. And there are a lot of really fun moments throughout the movie. I think Vulture is a really great villain. Michael Keaton did an excellent job playing him and everything. And Tom Holland is once again great as Spider-Man. He was really good in Captain America Civil War, and he's even better in this movie and everything. And Ned is a really likable side character and everything. And I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. So Spider-Man Homecoming is number 3. And number 2 is Brigsby Bear. This is an independent movie that not a lot of people have heard of, and I almost put this at number 1 and everything. The only reason I haven't is because I need to rewatch it and everything, because it could have moved up to number 1, because I really love this movie. It's a really good story about this guy that was kidnapped and held hostage for years, not knowing that he was being held hostage and stuff. And then he gets set free, and he's trying to create episodes of a show that was created just for him while he was in hostage. It's a really interesting premise and everything. He's really good, and Kyle Mooney is really good in here. He also helped write this movie. I think he helped direct it. He might have directed it too, but I can't remember. But he was heavily involved in it, and he did a great job. And this has a really good supporting cast. You got Greg Kinnear and Mark Hamill in a small but different role than what he normally plays. He's really good in here and everything. And I thought it was really cool that Mark Hamill was in a movie like this and everything, and it's just a really good movie. So I absolutely love Brigsby Bear, and it's number 2, barely. But my number 1 favorite movie of 2017 is Logan. I absolutely love Logan. I think it's still think it's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. It's a really good movie. Hugh Jackman gives one of his best, if not his best, performances as Wolverine in this movie. I probably would still say this is his best performance as a character and everything, even though he was excellent in Deadpool and Wolverine and every other performance. He's always brings his A-game to the character of Wolverine, and this movie is no exception. He's great in here. Patrick Stewart is once again excellent too. Another one, just like Hugh Jackman, they're always great as the characters. They're never what's wrong with the movies and everything. They're both perfectly casted and everything, and it's just got a really good story. I love Laura. She's a really likable character. I was excited to see her back in Deadpool and Wolverine. I hope we get to see more of her later down the line too. I hope we get more of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine as well and everything. And when I first heard that they were doing Deadpool and Wolverine, I was like, they're gonna ruin the ending of Logan and stuff, and they did. They sure as heck made sure that they roasted the ending of Logan and everything, but it was so much fun and everything. It was a good movie, and Deadpool and Wolverine is such a good movie, but Logan is a great movie, and it's one of my favorite superhero movies of the decade and one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. I just absolutely love this movie. So Logan is easily my favorite movie of 2017. So anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite movies of 2017 are, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.